Hi guys, it's Jamie with gettingcraftystampin.com. Are you joining me live? I'm a couple minutes late. It is hot summer day and I have to kick my family out of the house so that I can do this. And so I do two lives. Hi Cheryl. I do two lives, if you don't know that, every Monday. I do a live for my Getting Crafty Stampin' family at 7 in our private group, and then I come on over at 7:30 and I do it for you, my stampers. So we have so much fun. I see several people. Make sure you guys are saying hi. So when I have to do that, I have to let my kids do a potty break in between so we don't hear the thumping. Hi, Linda! I'm glad you made it today, my dear. You and Cheryl are commenting so far. I love it. So we have quite a few eyes. Make sure you say hi so I can acknowledge you. I do record this and put it on YouTube. So if you're seeing it on YouTube, that means that you can see more on my blog with the full tutorial. And I will post that this evening, which is Monday evening. And if you shop using the hostess code I post, you will receive a free gift in the mail. Yes, you will. So every $100 that you spend with me, you can pick $20 as my gift to you. So if you shop using that hostess code and contact me, I will ask you what your $20 item is and I will send it to you. That's nice. I'm giving you my discount. Do you want to know why? I'm really close to earning Alaska. I am, and that means if I can earn Alaska, I can take my husband and my 4 youngest kids with me. Not my 2 olders. My one's married, and my other just got engaged, and so they're all grown up. But my kiddos and I will get to go. So I was hoping that if you guys will go ahead and support me, remember you can see more on my blog at gettingcraftystampin.com. I will reward you with my discount in the aspect that I will send you merchandise for my discount. So make sure you check it out at gettingcraftystampin.com. After our live, I'll go in and update all that information. So hopefully you enjoy this tutorial. Because I do 2 lives every Monday, I wanted to show you the card you will not be making right now. We are using the same stamp set today called Message in a Bottle. Oops, sorry I bumped the handle. That Message in a Bottle is the cutest stamp set. First of all, I'm kind of a vintagey pinup lover of style, and I love the crack in here. That gigantic octopus, Shark Week always highlights it and it makes me happy. I love the vintage boat, the mermaid, and the little paper that all this goes inside, and the whale. Too cute, right? Don't you love it? I love it so much. So we're looking at doing this as a fun online and in-person class to go. So you can take it as an in-person, hi Elga, or you can take it to go. We're looking to do that. I will have a date posted. I believe it'll be in 2 weeks on a Friday night. So we'll see how that goes. Oh, I know. It's so exciting. I'm very hungry for it. So I need all of the help I can get. So anything you want to send my way, Linda, you let me know. And you can just shop online. But this is the card you guys missed out on. Hi, my Elka. Elka's part and Cheryl are part of my Getting Crafty Stampin' family, so they actually got to see this live just a few minutes ago. This is using the beautiful Bundle of Love Designer Series paper, and we modified the cover by adding ink. Look at that. And then you get the gold foil to resemble bubbles or seaweed, and you have a little mermaid trapped in a glass bottle. Can you see the reflection? Isn't that great? So you'll see a tutorial for this on my blog at some point, just not the video part. I can't do that many videos. I want to. My phone's kind of acting up. So, and that's what I use to record my videos. So, gotta love my life right now. We are going to have some fun techniques. This Saturday is our first session of all things. Our first session with the Christmas club starting up, where we'll be creating 20 cards each month in honor of Christmas. There'll be 5 cut designs, 4 of each. So you'll have a huge variety of cards to create. These classes are available in person and to go. We will be using the new Carols of Christmas stamp set right here, and we will be creating cards like you've seen in our past lives, just like this, the Peace on Earth. Isn't that pretty? I know, I love it. And the Deck the Halls. We created this last week, if you remember. Hi, Mary. Hola, mi amiga. Okay, so we will be creating that this Saturday at our Christmas Club card class. There'll be a fun sangria bar and coffee bar, and you can have lots of fun. So join us on Saturday. Create 20 handmade Christmas cards each month, so you'll end up with 100 Christmas cards before Christmas starts. Isn't that great? I love that. Oh, I know I do love that rustic one so much too. We'll be creating something similar to this weekend, so I'm glad you're going to be joining us. Speaking of rustic, are you ready? This is the card we're going to create right now. Look at this! This Saturday the 12th, correct, Alka? Look at this yummy boat. First of all, I'm married to a husband who thinks he's a boatman, sailor of sorts. He has an uncle that was in the Navy during a major war. I can't remember which Uncle Vito was in. His dad was in World War II. His grandfather, not his dad, his grandfather was in World War II and served in the Italian Army. And so we've got fun stories about family with all this. This is going to be our You Float My Boat, rustic, kraken, and whales. I love it. And some really fun textures with this beautiful burlap ribbon. And we're going to do a fun technique with that ribbon right there. We're going to create this using that great wood texture designer series paper. So I'm going to show that to you right now. Remember, you can see this full tutorial on my blog at gettingcraftystampin.com, where you can find my YouTube videos and all kinds of tutorials. I am trying to get back on track where I do 7 a week. Projects, not cards. I mean, not videos. I wish I could do 7 videos. And with homeschool starting up soon and having a small farm, it's a little crazy. So I'm going to get where I need to be and get caught up. We got really sick when we got back from Thailand, so I am looking forward to getting my footing going again and enjoying a fresh, clean start. Remember, we also have our retreat by the lake coming up. So if you haven't seen that, check it out on my blog, and you can join us in Big Bear Lake, California for a whole weekend retreat of crafting. Okay, so let's craft this beautiful card right now. Let's see if I can turn it. Woo-woo! Look at us. I'm going to try to make it nice and tight here. I know that those words, my little, I put the fan on, so I like to use these. First of all, they're hiding some really cute little crafting tools that I have inside, in case you didn't know that. And change, I hide the change from my kids. Shh, don't judge. And thank goodness they don't watch my YouTube videos. They don't know what's hiding in there. Okay, let's straighten it out. And I'm going to try to stay this point up. There you go. So in order to create this You Float My Boat card, isn't that the cutest card ever? We're going to use the wood grain texture and designer series paper. We're going to use Early Espresso, Pool Party, and Night of Navy ink with Early Espresso ink. So I've given you a little variety, and we're going to use this burlap ribbon. We're going to use the cork right there with the crumb cake cardstock. We're going to do something called fussy cutting. So if you didn't know what fussy cutting was, you get to learn that. So let's do this. I have Pool Party cardstock. I've scored it at 4 1/4, and I cut it at 5 1/2. That's going to give me my halfies and halfies. And then we're going to bone it from behind with a bone folder to crisp the edge. You don't have to push really hard, and you don't really have to go forward and back. The reason I do it from behind is this. Do you see the little shine that happens on the back of a card when you press it? I always want to hide that. So what we're going to do is place this to the side, just like so. And then we're going to stamp on this beautiful wood grain texture. Now, first of all, it's wood on both sides. It's darker on this side than this one, so you can really play with that. And it's nice and thick. Can you see how yummy and thick that is? It's great for creating a lot of 3D projects, and I like that. We're going to use the Night of Navy ink pad. Night of Navy and Pool Party go along really well. I'm sorry if the screen is shaking a little bit. My iPhone needs me to purge some of my 14,000 photos. I spent a good part of today purging over 1,000 of them, but apparently it's not enough. And when your iPhone is full, did you know that it will do all kinds of weird things? I didn't know that, but it does. Okay, so we'll talk about this great ribbon in just a little bit as well. So I like to stamp on top of something. So here I'm going to grab a full-size piece of Early Espresso because I don't like to stamp on my table without something underneath of it. Just like this. And then we're going to take our whale and our kraken, and I'm going to ink up, let me see if I can turn this better, like a so for you girls and boys. Just like that. And then we're going to stamp the kraken right in the middle. There was a ring that I want that actually has a kraken on it, an octopus that covers your whole knuckle. I haven't there. Hi, T. My Teresa's joining. So eventually I'll get one of those really fun rings. So Teresa, in case you didn't see, this is the card we made earlier with a little mermaid in a bottle. And right now we're creating a You Float My Boat. So what we're going to do with Early Espresso ink, we're going to stamp the Kraken right there. Make sure you know which color ink pads. You don't want to mix the two. And then we're going to stamp the whale just like that. Isn't he the cutest? I like the happy whale. And we're going to stamp, kind of alternate where your whale is going here, because you're going to frame out that bottle, remember? And then we're going to put a few more Krakens up here and alternate how he sits. You want to create that. Oh, I don't like how that came out. Even though it's rustic, the nice thing with photopolymer, let's see if I can do that with the reflection, is I can go back over it and fill it back in. Not too shabby. It looks like he's moving about. Usually when I use photopolymer, I will stamp with a pierce pad underneath, and that pierce pad looks like this. And you can see where I've stamped off on it. It makes it easy to craft. So here is our pretty little event. I'm going to put my mermaid away, my images away here. And you're wondering why I left that negative. Well, if you saw on my sample why I did, you can see we're going to end up putting the boat right there, and the ribbon will go right there. So we want to make sure that we're not looking like we're trying to cover it up too much. Then we're going to take this beautiful strip of Very Vanilla, and we're going to use this jar. And we're going to stamp it in the Early Espresso, just like so. Is that the cutest thing ever? We're going to use the crumb cake and the cork to create, ooh, I have that ring. I want that ring, Cheryl. Do not tease me with things that I want. I'm kidding. It's okay. It's good to want something, right? Okay, and now we're going to use Pool Party ink pad with the waves. And our waves are going to look like this. See this great little waves? We're going to stamp that inside of the Pool Party and stamp that here at the bottom of our glass jar. And then we're going to use the sailing boat. This made my husband happy. He likes things rustic and manly looking. Sure, being a man and all, that makes sense. And we're going to stamp the boat down into our jar. How adorbs is that, right? Aren't you glad? And then You Float My Boat. We're going to stamp that. Actually, I'm going to fussy cut it out and then we'll stamp it, just because it's easy. Now we're going to use the paper snips, and I'm going to, well, I am doing it, watching it through my iPhone. So if you're seeing jarring, I am so sorry. It is not my normal, and I don't have time to re-film it, so I usually just put my live back up on thing. So it's not you, it's me. Doesn't that sound awful? I'll get my iPhone fixed. If not, I don't want to have to purchase a new one, but they said it was just that the apps were overloaded. I am not tech savvy with like that kind of stuff, but I do have over 14,000 photos. And even though I purged about 1,000 of them today, I still have a lot. And the reason I have a lot is that I like to have them published before I remove them from my iPhone with this great app called Groovebook. And you'll see a little bit on my blog about Groovebook if you were just to hit the search bar about it with a free code to get it yourself. But it was this couple that was on Shark Tank, and they created an app where they could download up to 100 photos, and it's $2.99 a book. And it's perforated, and it's date stamped, and it's all together. You can just take your pictures out and use it. Well, I like to use that with our Making Memories set. How cute is this little bottle jar? I mean, seriously, he's all ready to go. And we're going to put him, I don't know why I call it him, maybe because it's masculine looking. I don't know what I call it to him. Then what we're going to do is with the strip here, we're going to stamp the word on there, You Float My Boat, in the Night of Navy. Just like that. Now I'm going to push it to the side, and I'll show you why in just 2 shakes of a bunny's tail. or of a mermaid's tail, right? I'm going to close these because if you know me, I will put my hands into the ink and I will get inky. I've already done so. Look at my inky fingers. My friend Michelle and I were talking about that online, and she's got a great soap that apparently removes ink. Isn't that a great idea? And this is our new punch. Look at that great little word punch right there. And I'm going to do You Float My Boat, but see how I'm doing it to the side? This is called a par punch, where I'm squeezing it, but I'm not punching it. So then I'm going to pop it up, and yes, it does pop. And then we're going to use our 1 16th circle punch, just like this, and I'm going to punch a little tag hole. Isn't that cute? Super easy to do. Hi, Ina. And then what we're going to do is take this burlap ribbon right here, and we're going to cut a strip off. And we're going to use our paper snips. I moved them. I went up and cut in between. So did you know that you can make like really rough twine if you go up in between? Just like this. And then you want to make sure you pull to get rid of any plastic bits that might be on there that's holding it all together. So you want to go up and you want to get 2 or 3 of those ready to do, and those will be your twines. We have a great linen thread, but this is rougher, and I kind of like the idea of the rougher texture with a masculine card like this. I'm going to push this aside, kind of eyeball how long I want it. And you don't have to be perfect. Remember, you can kind of have that rough look. Dying here, girls, I'm sorry. And we're going to do a dash across just like that. And we're going to place this on. Now, I use the fast fuse because I love how it's going to hold on to this like nobody's business. Now we're going to take these 3 threads. We're going to make sure there's no plastic little bits on it. Hi, Dolores. And let me see here. If you guys knew my week and month, you'd be laughing at me right now. I'm a little bit drowning, which is funny that we're doing a navy boat. So then I'm going to get this ready, and just like this. And I know it's shaking, and I'm really sorry. Again, my iPhone is having issues, and I'm trying to rectify that. Now, I see here that it's going on the front. Do you see that there? But if you were to see my sample, it's behind the jar. So what I'm going to do is, before I finish tying it, I'm going to remove that tag behind, like that. And then I'm going to double knot. Do you know why I double knot? Double knot because it makes it easy to hold your bow. So you're going to tie it just like that. Now this is kind of fun, and if you wanted to leave it just like that, you can totally do that or trim it down. But I'm going to try to tie a little bow. So what we're going to do is make that kind of snug, and we're going to go like this and pull it through. And I'm doing 2, and the reason I do it, this is nice and rough, but it's going to give it extra roughness when you have 2. And then you can fluff it and modify it as you deem necessary. So here we go. You float my boat. I think it's so cute, and it's so true. And you guys being on here tonight really does float my boat. And we're going to use Stampin' Dimensional Adhesive, and we're going to turn that over, and we're going to position the You Float My Boat tag right where I want it. Now, this is a great way to show people that you're sticking your words where you want it, and it's not going to float around, but they kind of looks like it is. It's a nice little optical illusion. Does that make sense? I don't know if it makes sense to you girls. I hope so. Here we go. And we're going to place that right on top. And that's going to go on top of an early espresso. So when you have espresso ink and then espresso cardstock, it looks very cohesive to pull it all together. And we're going to use fast fuse adhesive, just like so. You do a line, you do a check. You do a line, check. And people ask me why I use fast fuse. I love it. Oops, sorry. There is a little hang up getting used to it. It's a really strong adhesive. So if you see here, you can actually pull the adhesive off, and it's great for designing 3D boxes. So when you're using it, you have to do a check mark to break that connection. Place it on top of the early espresso, And then you're going to place that with more fast fuse. And this is a great way. I'm going to show you a little trick if you didn't know about boning the card from behind. Always, always, always make sure you know which way your card opens, because it sucks when you put it upside down. I'm going to place it on there, and then flip your card over. Use the side of your bone folder. Make sure there's no ink on it. We did that in class, and one lady did it right over the front of her card with one of my bone folders and picked up all that ink and put it on there. So when the next person went to do it, they ended up with ink all over their card. But if you do it from behind, what that's doing is taking any adhesive that might be separate and making them have a stronger connection. And there you go. So we have had so much fun tonight creating a mermaid, making a splash with that beautiful Bundle of Love Designer Series paper that we modified and made it with some sponging technique, and I will have a tutorial on my blog for that. And then we have this great You Float My Boat. It's a great little nautical card for the man in your life. I hope you enjoy it. Oh, I love this card too. Hi guys. So I know that this is a little shaky when it was recording, and I'm a little shaky today too. So hopefully you've enjoyed this really fun Kraken card, and that you had fun crafting with me. I am blessed that you joined me. Make sure that you like and share this great video with your friends and family. Hi there. Oh, there's something happened. Oh, I love all your cards too. Do you love it? I know I love it. I miss you. I swear your package is ready to go. I actually have 3 packages sitting right over there that were supposed to go in the post office today, and I didn't get to go because I had sick kids, but that's my life. And there's really no excuse for me, and I love you so much. Okay, so hi Teresa. I have to know, okay, vote for me. What is your favorite card? Is it the fun mermaid with her glass jar? Let me see here. Right there. Let me see if I can get the reflection. Can you see the reflection of her? Or cute and summery. And, or is it the Kraken? Which card is your favorite? Let me know. The mermaid is. Is it really, Cheryl? I'm loving both of them. I can't pick. So Dolores, Ina, see you tomorrow, Dolores. I want to know, Linda, what is your favorite card? Go ahead and tell me. Mermaids for Mary. Oh, my Mary, I love ya. I love the mermaids and the Kraken. It is tough to pick. If you have a man in your life who thinks of himself as a sailor, I know I can't choose either, Elka. This is a great card to give to them. This is, we have a new program that's going on with my Getting Crafty Stampin' family where we're doing a gratitude project. So if you're interested in finding out about that, let me know. But this is going to be one of my gratitude cards, I think, that are going out. I really love it. So this one too, maybe. So much fun. And creating that really cool texture. I'll post it on my blog. So I'm all done for tonight. I'm going to let you guys know, go. I am going to, oh, I know you like the mermaid too. Oh, you know what? Your package hasn't gone. I'm going to throw them in for you, sister. I'm just saying. She's like, I'll see it when I believe it. You know I love you. Okay. There's really no excuse for me besides the fact that I'm often drowning. Oh, I love the blue mermaid, but the other was cute for a boy. It is cute for a boy. And I love that wood texture. So thanks so much for joining me. Remember, you can see this full tutorial later tonight on my blog at gettingcraftystampin.com, and I will upload a video and get it onto YouTube tonight. Oh, I love you too. I wish you were going to Big Bear with me. Can I please convince you to go there and not go to your high school reunion? Please? Okay. I love you girls. I will get this posted tonight. I have sick kids, so I'll be dealing with them as well. And I hopefully you enjoy these cards. And if you would like to see a tutorial or a technique, make sure that you let me know, and I will do my best to do a stamp set too. If there's a stamp set you want to see, or a tutorial, or a technique, or a paper, you let me know. I'll create it for you, and we'll do it on one of our lives. Thanks for joining us. I'll see you guys soon. Mwah! Blessings. Bye.